What's up, everybody? John from Old Reading Farm here. Thanks for joining us. Today's video, frickin' winter is over, baby. Short sleeves, sunshine. How about that, huh? Something we haven't seen in forever. And then, of course, wind. I'm gonna pop in the donkey barn real quick. Oh, okay, so I am out here in the donkey barn today. As you can see, they've not really touched their food, but they have touched the one that's outside. They've been spending a lot of time outside recently, again, because it's been so warm, which is just such a welcome thing. I mean, it has been so long since it's been warm, my God. So today, I'm out here, got my clippers, because we got a very important job to do today. Number one, we are watering everybody, or at least everybody upstairs, which is going to be the girl alpacas, the donkeys, and the peas. But I can finally take down this mess of extension cords. Now you may be saying, John, it's only mid-March. You're tempting fate here, brother. Yeah, and that's true, I am. Because this is definitely one of those times where, oh yeah, let's remove all the extension cords for the water heaters, and then it's gonna freeze. But we don't really have even a freezing temperature in the next 10-day forecast. And so I am sick and tired of these extension cords. And so I'm just gonna do it. So there's just so many extension cords coming out here, and it's just such a pain. And sometimes it trips the breakers. So what I'm gonna do, I just brought the hoses out here. Hooray, no more filling IBC totes and then tractoring them around. We can just use hoses again. And hopefully our hoses don't have holes in them. Or, just the requisite holes, the ones at the end, but no others. And freaking peacocks, man. They actually escaped like a couple weeks ago. Luckily, with our parents' help, we were able to get them sequestered again. But real buttheads. Anyway, so I have these hoses here, so I'm gonna start by filling up the donkey tank, and then I'm gonna pull down some of these wires. They're all hooked together, and it's a real mess. But I'll be thankful to get this out of here. And even if we do have a couple freezing days, I'm fine with just bashing some ice for a while. We don't need these heaters out here anymore. I'm putting my foot down. I'm saying we don't need it. And that's that. The other thing that I want to do is I want to drain our fish pond, which I think right now is more just like a, how do I say this right? A fish ice box. Because that thing basically froze solid this year. That's how freaking cold it's been. So I think I'm going to try to empty that out and then refill it while I'm filling waters, and then see what the situation is. If there are dead fish in there, which I'm sure there are, take them out, and yada yada, go from there. Mags, anything to add? Nope, just your butt. Okay. All right, well, let's get to work. See, it's even warm enough that the ladies want to be cooled down. I'm only gonna do a little bit though, because it's not that hot. But I'm sure Cookie is very warm. So we'll just do a little bit. All right. And we're doing a little clean out of this tank. It's not too bad, but the algae really gets in it. So we'll wash this out and fill it up. All right. So from that tangled mess of disaster over there, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extension cords, 1 3-way splitter, 3 water heaters, and 1 to still be taken out. And now that the alpacas got a little bit of soaking, they're doing a little bit of dust bathing. Oh man. So we have shearing coming up April 19th. And one of my goals for shearing day is to have our new catch pen sorted out. And I think I talked about this in a previous video when I was milling stuff. So I'm gonna replace this post as well as that post, and this guy right here, and one other one over there, with big, tall 6-inch 6x6s, so that we can have our shade sails coming off the roof and sort of hanging across that way. And then, you know, sort of replace this all, instead of being the wire fence, this will be wooden fence. And now we do have the plan to fence in like all of down there and all that. But we want to have the priority be for shearing day for this catch pen, just so that shearing day is a little bit easier. And, you know, we've had several escapes over the past couple of years, so making it more difficult to escape would be good. And this is all stuff that I can sort of do myself. Whereas when it comes to hanging the fence rails, like on the donkey fence over here, we paid somebody to do that just because it was, I mean, it took them like a day and a half, whereas it would have taken me like a week. And so since, you know, I have to be able to do things by myself here, and so the priority is on stuff that I can actually do. So now I'm just coming over here to the fish pond. Oh, look at Pepper. Look at that little beef. We'll have to check on her in a minute too. So there was one fish, and he's currently in this bag here. But so that's the filter, and we're just pumping out water right here. Awful lot of leaves and stuff in here. So I'm not 100% sure what we're even gonna do in here. Yeah, I guess at some point, someone's gonna have to clean this out. I don't even see the other fish. I was somewhere in this mess. So I'll let this go for maybe another 5 minutes, because I don't want that filter to be exposed, or that pump. So I'll go another 5 minutes maybe, and then I'll bring the hose over here and fill this back up. Smells fishy, which is sad, because this was one of our favorite things, especially in the summer. I'd come out here in the morning after farm chores, and I would have coffee. Catherine would have hot chocolate, and we would just sit there and ponder, plan out the rest of our day. But that was all nice. Let's say hi to Pepper. Hey, Pepper. Pepper. Hey. How's it going? You a dog? You a big dog? Should we rub your belly? Should we rub your belly? Look at this big belly. That's a solid belly. Huh? Do you want to say hi to the folks at home? No. So I think my plan after this, give this another couple minutes to empty. Currently have one of the alpaca waterers filling. So one of the things that I've been doing is my usual log guy, who brings me logs to mill for the, the mill, obviously, for like our fence posts and stuff like that, has been very feast or famine. And so I've been reaching out to a lot more tree companies, and I found this firewood guy who I actually contacted because we ran out of firewood. But then I asked if he did tree work, or he actually volunteered that information. Nice. So this is only about halfway done. So he said that he also does tree work, and I was like, oh, well, if you ever get, softwood logs, let me know, and I'll, you can bring them to me. And he was like, great, I have a ton of them. But anyway, I actually went over to his place to look at the logs. The logs that he had were super old, which is not great, but I was still like, if you want to bring them to me, I will take them. But he has been he's been getting softwood logs from other tree companies dumped at his lot, and he's been loading me up with his excavator, and I just come here and dump it, which is actually nice, because even when tree companies come to me and dump, I still have to load my dump trailer and then drive it down and dump it down there anyway. So he's about 10 minutes from me. So I made 3 trips there today, and he has been by far the most consistent, but it's been great to get all these logs, because I was thinking that I was going to have to mill a ton of hardwood to do all the fence posts, which, overall hardwood is better for that type of thing, but it takes so much longer to mill, and it dulls the blades a lot quicker. So not only does it take longer it takes longer. So I think now with the amount of pine that this guy has given me and spruce, I should be able to do some of that. So I'm thinking that I'll be able to get, which you can't see. So I'm thinking that I'll be able to get these replaced pretty easily. Okay, so I'm gonna replace this post right here and that post right there with big, tall, you know, posts. And then this whole area right here is gonna be wood. Same with that little area over there. And then hopefully this all over here. And we used to have these cattle panels here so that we could connect these pastures so that we could rotationally graze the alpacas on that side. But since we have the badonkeys over there, we don't do that anymore. So I think this is just gonna become wood too. Well, looks like the emus have pulled the hose out of the waterer, which is still dirty now, and they've spilled it on the ground so that they could all just be soaking wet. Thank you guys for that, you buttheads. But I'm glad that they're having fun. Little swamp chickens, or giant swamp chickens. All right, I guess I'll just take this hose. Dad, thank you. See, I had even put like a lot of it in there just so that they wouldn't be able to do that. I guess they were able to do it anyway. So I'm just gonna let this run for a while and sort of pump out that nasty water and give us some fresh water. So they'll still get more water on the ground, but they like it, right? Hey, Donkabonks. How we doing? Where you going? Come here. Hi. Yeah. Yeah. Look at these sweet little donkeys. Yum, 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 yum. All right, I won't bother you. All right, so it's now the next day, Thursday. Hanging out with the donkeys. Just did a little cleanup in the wood yard. So, of course, like, hello. Oh, they're so sweet. I just love these donkeys. So, yeah. Of course, the day after the super nice day, it's like cold and rainy. Like typical New England, right? Just can't win, man. Just can't win. But anyway, it's not too bad. We'll make it work. And I got some more donkey work to do. Then I'm gonna be doing some chainsaw carving anyway. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you next time.